Good morning, everyone. I am your host today, Krystal Brown, and today we're going to be discussing coping mechanisms that can be used in the workplace when we are feeling stressed. APA.org states in 2012, 65% of Americans cited work as the number one top source of stress. But only 37% of those Americans surveyed stated that they knew how to cope with it or were doing an excellent or good job at even managing their stress. And stress can lead to health issues, disruption in work, lack of interest, and potentially a job loss, which is something none of us want. That is why today we will explore what mechanisms we can use to cope with stress induced by our jobs. Behind me in our presentation model, you will see different key points you can use to reference different coping mechanisms that we talk about today. Feel free to jot those down because you never know when someone or something is going to stress you out. Whether you work as a waitress or as a CEO, stress is inevitable and can often be caused by customers or strict deadlines. One mechanism for coping with stress is to track your stressors. Tracking your stressors can be as easy as journaling for a week or two on a situation that created the stress and how you responded to it or to them if you have more than one stressor. APA.org shares that taking notes can help you find patterns among your stressors and your reactions to them. Once you find out the most common stressor, you can then address them, whether it be short notice deadlines or an aggravated customer. Learning to relax is probably the most effective coping mechanism. In today's society, there is so much going on that oftentimes we forget to relax. Even when we think we are relaxing, we truly aren't because we're thinking about that customer that was rude to us today, or we're thinking about that deadline that's coming up tomorrow or later in the week. Inc.com states taking a bath, a shower, or even a nap are some of the ways to allow the body to relax, the mind, the body, the soul, letting stress know that you want it to leave. Even laughing or crying is a stress reliever that takes away the tension and results in a more relaxed demeanor and perspective. Venting is another coping mechanism that can be powerful. Just the idea of letting someone else know your frustrations and the things that are stressing you out can help eliminate that ongoing stress. Find that one person you can confide in and let it out. Sometimes just speaking on the stressor can give you a new perspective on the situation, which can be an automatic calmer. If you find it hard to find someone like a friend or family member to vent to, seek out therapy or someone else who experiences the same type of stress that you do, because then they can relate and then lend that listening ear. APA.org shares healthy employees are typically more productive. So your boss has an incentive to create a work environment that promotes employee well-being. Therefore, speaking with your supervisor about the stress that you undergo can help eliminate that stress, letting them know, hey, this is stressing me out. Keep in mind, this is not a complaint session, but a way to create an effective plan for coping and managing the stress you have identified. This will not just benefit you, but your job performance as well. And we all know employers love great job performance. So have that open conversation with the supervisor. Can eliminate some of the stress, then do it. It will save you in the long run. Whether you practice these habits before, during, or after work, these coping mechanisms provide emotional, physical, and mental outlets from the situations, problems, and people you cannot control in your workplace. Stress doesn't have to ruin your health, your work performance, or professional or personal relationships, nor does it have to overly influence you. One thing is for sure, take care of yourself. It is your responsibility because if you don't take care of yourself, who is? There are other mechanisms for coping with stress. If you need further guidance, please reach out. My information is on the card that you received today when you came in. As always, it was a pleasure speaking with you all today. Again, my name is Krystal. Go forth and be less stressed. Have a good day, everyone.